White House lawn. American Justin Gaethje's up there. Something crazy could happen, right? You know, those big fucking like a Leon Edwards head kick, Kamaru Usman type moment could happen, right? Like it set the stage for something crazy. It's outside. You never know, right? What if a bug flies in Ilya's eye and then boom, just like that.
Yeah.
Gaethje pops him, right? Who fucking knows what's going to happen, man?
Imagine a photo of Gaethje doing the backflip off the cage with the White House in the background. Just cranks his neck on the backflip.
Dude, you fucking called that shit, man.
Dude, I saw some actual photos, like legit photos, and there's like a perfect shot of him doing the backflip at the White House.
Damn. You'll have to edit that in.
Yeah, I'll add that in.
Welcome back to the MMA Fantasy Podcast, everybody. This is episode number 6, where we told you exactly how Justin Gaethje wins, and then both locked in the other guy. Ilya got smoked, and I don't think anyone really saw that coming. Arman Tsarukyan's buddy won $5 million on that bet.
Damn. Yeah. It was a shocking night, spectacular night. A lot of crazy circumstances, you know. They got past the weather and made it through. Went well. Like the whole production was great. Pretty surreal just watching it actually happen.
Yeah, I didn't think it was actually going to go down the way it did. They were able to pull it off. Everyone doubted it. And then there was a huge crowd set up in that field outside too. Just packed full of fans, man. That was cool to see. Brought, I think, a lot more new eyeballs to the sport, which is always good.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah. Well, let's just dive into it here, guys. Right at the top, we got our upsets, and only 15% of players had Gaethje. This was, I think, probably the upset of the year. People were saying when Sean Strickland won against Hamzat, that was like the biggest upset they'd seen so far, and now they're saying this one tops it. What do you think on that take?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. This definitely tops it. I mean, after seeing what Topuria did to like Charles and Max and just his resume, like you think it'd just like be another one of those fights, but Gaethje weathered the storm and just I was able to put on some fucking damage. So it was a massive upset, but that's kind of what you live for in this sport.
Ilya said no mas in the corner, no more. Gaethje made him quit.
Yeah, that's wild. Like that body shot at the end of round 4, that knee to the ribs was fucking crazy.
And
then he followed it up with like a couple more shots, like in the exact same spot.
And then the body shots Ilya was landing in the second round against Gaethje. Like, I feel like Ilya really thought he could get him out of there in the second round. And then when he saw Gaethje survived it, his spirit almost kind of died going into the third round.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, you know, he was putting on the pressure rounds 1 and 2, you know, like he wanted to get that first round knockout, may have gassed a bit doing that. And yeah, it was a bloodbath, man.
In the co-main, we had another upset in terms of what people thought. The odds were pretty split, but only 24% of people had Gane. This was another crazy one. Like, I picked Gane, but I thought Alex would have put up a little bit more of a fight. I feel like he got tossed around a little bit and just beat up. He didn't look like he just belonged in that weight division. I don't know if it's just how quickly he put on the weight and just not being comfortable with it. I can imagine that's a really difficult thing to do, but seeing Poatan get slapped around like that didn't feel good.
Yeah, I mean, you called this one though. This is a great pick. Yeah, it's the only fight we disagreed on. So, you know, I thought Alex was going to get it done. He just looked a little slow at heavyweight, like wasn't really as active and his footwork wasn't really that strong. I think Gane outclassed him on the feet and everywhere. So, yeah.
Yeah, so on this event, I got a B+. I got 6 out of 7 correct. Almost had them all correct, and then Justin Gaethje spoiled my night. 19 points, 15th overall. This was a really tough card to score the top 10 because there was only 7 fights and there were a ton of massive favorites. I think what it came down to was people just hitting boosts on the big upsets. and calling the right method. Those were like the big chances to be able to kind of score big on this card. Overall, I'm pretty stoked with how I did, but sucks I didn't hit the top 10.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a B minus this card. Number 20 event rank. Only got 14 points, 5 out of 7 correct. Yeah, I hit 2 of my boosts, but wasn't enough. And yeah, I kind of threw away that 4X on Alias, so it's kind of what costed me there.
All right, guys, as always, we do 10,000 combat credits to somebody who likes, comments, and subscribes. So what we're going to do now is we're going to spin the wheel for the person that wins 10,000 combat credits because they commented, liked, and subscribed to the last podcast. We've got the names loaded up, and here we go. Okay, new name, Tunin Patel. You just won 10,000 combat credits, buddy. How do you pronounce that, Ben?
Tuhin Patel.
Tuhin Patel. You just won 10,000 combat credits. Congratulations, buddy. We're going to have to find out who you are in the app. So DM us on Discord or send us a message on YouTube. Let us know what your MMA fantasy username is. We'll send you 10,000 combat credits. Okay, now we got to take a look at how our parlays did in the app. This was our parlay, and unfortunately, if we would have just bet the farm on Justin Gaethje, we would have done fine. But Alex Pereira and Derek Lewis both lost. So we got cooked in this one.
Yeah, I mean, I just threw in Gaethje there just for fun, but ended up winning. But our other 2 legs shit the bed.
Yeah, it was really bad. Okay, now we got to take a look at the winners of the Freedom 250 buy-in pool. So this week we did something different where we allowed you guys to put up combat credits and buy in to a Freedom 250 buy-in pool, and here were the results. Nate Dogg got 24,500 combat credits. Just a Guy 2 got 12,250 combat credits. Me and Jonathan got 7,350 credits, and A2X got 4,900 credits. There were almost 50 people that joined and participated in this pool. And this is something that we're going to be doing again. So look out for that invite to be able to join our next buy-in pool and compete for the chance to win.
That's some big loot. Like some of the biggest cash, like combat credit pools out there. So yeah,
believable. Big shout out to Berto. He took down the game. He was top of the leaderboard, 34 points. He only got 5 out of 7 right, but he called both upsets. He had Gaethje and Gane, and I'm pretty sure he boosted both of them. That's where he got to the top of the game there. So shout out to Berto.
Yeah, shout out Berto. That's pretty ballsy doing that, but sometimes you got to do that to win.
And I just got to give this guy another shout out because he lost by 1 and he had a perfect 7 out of 7 night. Kareem Raki. This guy had 33 points. He had every single winner. He had both upsets. Like it was just a perfect 7 for 7 and just lost by a single point because the boost just didn't line up properly for him.
That's brutal. Yeah. I mean, that's the name of the game. Trust your picks, trust your reads, and trust your boosts, right?
Yeah.
So
you tell
you
him
could have
every
a perfect, yeah, you could have a perfect card, but if your boosts don't hit, it's a make or break.
Heading over to Strike Pass, we got our boy CJW2X, 27 points, 6 out of 7 correct. 2 of them were perfect picks. Takes the crown. Strike Pass Season 2. Top subscriber of the night. Shout out to you, buddy.
Yeah, well done.
All right, now we're going to head over to the Hype versus Reality. Let's see how these things played out. All right, this one, all-time high hype, 95%. It can't get any higher than that, right? It's got to be going down, right, Ben?
I think it might go up.
Whoa. How'd you know, dude? Holy shit. 97, bro. That might be the fight of the year.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I had fireworks written all over it. And it exceeded expectations. So, yeah, that's top of the year for sure.
Next, we had Nickel versus Dawkins. This one, people didn't really have a lot of hype for. Only 59%. What do you think this one went, up or down?
Definitely going up.
78. Biggest surprise on the card. People see Nickel. He's back. And, yeah, it was cool to see this one. See Bo get another win.
Yeah, and a knockout too.
100%.
He's really stepping into his his form.
Yeah,
And
round one knockout is crazy. Everyone was thinking a boring kind of like grappling or wrestling clinic in this fight, and Bo gets that round one knockout. He just flipped the script on this. He's done it before, though, right? He's used his hands, tries to prove people wrong, right?
yeah, he's a threat, man. He's a big threat.
All right, Pereira versus Gone. This one obviously hyped to shit. What do you think? Where do you think this one went?
Probably went down slightly just from the result.
Yeah, this one actually went down quite a bit. 82 is still really high, but I think people wanted Jama winning, right? So that's where they probably hit the 3-star or the 4-star just because they're pissed their boy didn't win.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, out of all 19 cards this year, where does Freedom 250 rank, you think?
I think, it's tough with only 7 fights, but I think this one breaks the number one spot.
You would be right, man. 85% overall. This is now considered the card of the year. And I just want to take a moment here and share that 100% of the fights ended in a knockout, right? It would be different if it was like 50% of the fights were a knockout. There's only 7 fights, but they're really exciting. But this card was hyped for a year. Everyone was talking about it for over a fucking year. And every single fight ends in a stoppage, in a TKO or a KO. And so crazy card, crazy that it hit number one. You're right, only 7 fights, but every single one ended in a knockout. So not much you can do about that.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, it lived up to the hype.
Yep. All right, let's head over to Gym Wars. Another for MMA Fantasy. This one was a tough one. We lost to the BLG Blood and Gory Gym, run by your boy Harris. This is tough, bro.
Tough loss, back-to-back losses. You just got to take it on the chin at this point. Keep moving forward. It's tough competition all around. And yeah, hats off.
And here's the kicker. Last week, neither of us cracked the top of the gym. And this week, I was tied for first at 19, and we still lost. Blood and Gory's top 5 just went bigger.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's so hard. All right, now we've got the biggest margin of victory, the biggest blowout of the night.
The Vance's Den.
Yep, defeats the Cage Kings.
Damn, it's a big blowout.
Ilya Taporia team beat the Fight Night crew by 4 points. This was the closest matchup of the night, and the Ilya fan group won with their gym. However, they lost in a bigger way in the octagon. So tough to see, but congrats on the win. As always, here were all the gyms that participated, and we're going to take a little bit of a moment here to look at how our gym tournament is doing right now. Oh, a gym tournament was created starting at Freedom 250. We had 16 gyms sign up, and we've created a bracket. Here's a couple of the highlights, then we'll take a look at the bracket. First, MMA Fantasy did get a win. We beat Against the Fence. Sorry, our boys from the UK. We beat them by 2, and it's single elimination, so you have been eliminated.
Rip. Yep. That's how it goes.
VB Goons defeat CDA Tribal Combat. This one wasn't too close. It's on the other side of the bracket as well. So if we win all of our matches, they win all of their matches. We're having a fucking rematch for the championship of the tournament. We want to avenge our first loss to the VB Goons. So we'll see you guys at the top.
Yeah, that'll be great. Have a nice little rematch at the end of the tournament.
Here is kind of the standings. Blood and Gory beat Back of House. VB Goons beat Tribal Content. Red Couch FC lost to Savages. War Room lost to the Merciless. So that's that side of the bracket. Black Belts lost to Spanish Tan. God's Gym beat Cage Kings. And the Deck Destroyers beat May. So now we've got MMA Fantasy versus Spanish Tan. Gods versus the Deck Destroyers. Blood and Gory versus VB Goons. And Savages versus the Merciless in the quarterfinals. Whoever wins this round will move to the semifinals, and then we'll have our final, crowning the king and the winner of the 8,000 combat credits that will be deposited to your gym's treasury to whoever wins the single elimination tournament. Good luck, everybody.
What's the final event for the tournament? Do you know? It would be...
Yeah, so the final event will be... So the next one's Cape versus Oraguchi.
Urguchi, Fiziev, Torres, and then is it International Fight Week for the final?
Bro, so it's
One.
actually, yeah, so it ends with the Conor McGregor fight.
Nice.
The Conor McGregor fight. So International Fight Week ends the tournament. That's sick. I didn't even plan that. It's crazy how it works out.
Yeah, sweet.
Hell yeah. Cool. All right, guys. Well, this week we're not going to be reviewing the next card because we have a special guest, our boy Frozen Fists, one of our friends, one of our Canadian friends from Winnipeg who runs an MMA media channel, decided to join us on the pod, and we're going to cut to that now. So enjoy.
What's up,
Yo,
boys?
yo.
I'm here early. Sorry, boys, but
No, you're good,
What's
bro.
good?
all right. How's it going?
Good,
Good,
dude.
man.
How you doing?
I'm doing amazing, boys. Thank you for having me.
Thanks
No
for joining
problem.
us, man.
Got you for sure.
How's your day going so far?
Well, I can't complain, bro. It's going good. Just working. How about yourself?
Yeah, same thing.
Yes,
I was
sir.
just chatting with Ben about that because he just got home, like 45 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Damn.
Quick turnaround though. We grinding.
Yes, sir. Yeah, no days
Yeah.
off. Let's go.
I don't think we actually met. I'm stoked to meet you, bro.
Yeah, dude. Good to meet you as well. I don't know if we've talked. Probably have exchanged some kind of message, but
Yeah, on Instagram doing the collaborations and shit.
yes, sir. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. So obviously I'm Lucas. This is my brother Ben, and we've chatted on DMs and stuff.
Yes,
We're
sir.
obviously running the MMA fantasy app, but we've been following you on socials for a while now and seeing kind of, hey, we're all Canadians. We're
Yes, sir.
in the MMA space, right? And it was actually my barber, Jeremy,
Yeah, dude.
who put me on to you and was like, yo, I got my friend from Winnipeg. He's created this Instagram channel and he's kind of trying to blow up on socials and just cover the sport of MMA. So I'm like, I'm going to check this dude out and see what he's about. And we got you in our media pool this year, dude.
Yes, sir.
You're competing for $1,000. So that's dope. What's your experience been like?
I mean, it's been great, dude. I do sometimes forget to set the picks, but that's just because I'm busy. I try to set them as much as possible. But bro, you guys actually have such a well-made UI on that app. Like, it's just so smooth. It's so easily understandable. I've never played like any real fantasy in MMA. I did a little bit of fantasy hockey, and this is by far the easiest, I guess, experience I've had using a fantasy app. So kudos to you, boys.
Thanks, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
Yes,
That's
sir.
dope. And you're in Winnipeg, right?
Yes, sir.
Hell
Soon,
yeah.
soon to be out of here, but yeah.
Oh, yeah? Where
Yeah.
are you going?
Toronto.
Oh, shit.
Yes, sir.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm
That's
looking forward
locked
to it.
in?
Well, nothing's official, but that's the short-term goal here.
Cool, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you to kind of kick things off. We're already recording, by the way. We're just rolling here. So
Okay, sweet.
if you're down, but I wanted to ask you, like, what was that first thought you had where you're like, I think I want to try and cover the sport of MMA? Like, what was that first inkling or something that kind of put you on to putting yourself out there and creating content for this sport?
Yeah. Well, I've always been interested in content creation, like even before I really knew what it was, like grade 9, I'm making Black Ops 2 videos, trick shot
Hell yeah.
videos and shit. So like I've always really had a passion for it. And I was, when I was younger, like editing videos of hockey players on my iPod and stuff like, so I've always been I've had a passion for it. But in all honesty, boys, it was just last summer, boys took a couple shroomies and, it was at the end of the day, like the ego death was kind of coming upon us. I don't know if you guys have ever
Shit.
tried it, but yeah, and we were just chatting. Like, there was a UFC card that night. It was UFC 318. It was Dustin Poirier versus Max Holloway. And me and my boy Quinn, it's my best friend. He's one of the guys that I started this with. We were just watching the Carly Judice fight, and we are like, dude, what are we doing here? Like, we watch every single card. We were watching fight nights. We were watching the most, apex fight nights when we had no reason to watch it, right? So we're just always watching these cards. We're always talking about, why do we not capitalize on it? And it's been history ever since, boys. That's the night Frozen Fists started.
That's pretty legendary, man.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
like
It's
having that realization.
Well, it's just like, dude, I mean, you put so much time into watching a sport. Why not capitalize off it some way, release a little creativity as well.
Definitely.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's sick, man. So you were just kind of partying with the boys, and then
Not even
you're like,
partying,
fuck
man.
it.
Not
Just
even
took a little.
Yeah, it was just like, we do them once in a while, just enjoy our day, go walk through nature and stuff.
Nice.
And that was the one time that it, paid off tremendously, I guess.
That's
Well, it's
sick.
crazy you bring that up. both Ben and I are pretty big into that space, and I think that tool specifically has
Yeah,
kind
it's a
of
great way to put it.
helped us a lot. It's helped me a lot, honestly,
Mhm.
in kind of finding out what I want to do and what I want to focus on as well. So it's so cool to hear you share that and how
Yeah,
it's put you onto this.
dude, it's been awesome, and I know well, you specifically, like Jeremy was telling me a bit how you kind of threw everything to the side to go all in on this app. So man, I'm sure you had some challenging times, or times where you kind of had to think things through, and the shroomies go a long way in a situation like that, in my opinion.
100%. Ben, you want to touch on that at all?
Yeah, I mean, I've been involved in this thing called gathering groups.
Okay.
It's like a 12-week program, and on week 8 you do a group psilocybin session together. It's all about just self-healing and self-exploration and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I'm definitely very interested in the psychedelics and stuff
Well-versed.
like that. And yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, just
dude.
have the potential they have for helping people out.
Mhm.
So
I agree, and
That's dope, man.
I don't think even just the shroomies. I'm a avid cannabis guy. I like the cannabis. So
yeah,
it goes
same.
it goes a long way in that situation, in my opinion too. Not that I try not to rely on it and stuff. I try to do everything kind of sober, but and you guys know the entrepreneurial brain. It's just always on go. So got to turn it
Big
off at
time.
the end of the night somehow.
Talk about that a little bit. What do you like? What's your job right now? Do you have a side job that's paying the bills? Are you going all in on this? Where are you kind of at with all that?
I do like online money. I do day trading, and I do some high ticket sales as well. So I make decent coin off the internet, but most of my time is just on Frozen Fists, but I put a lot of time into my other ventures as well. So yeah, that's been what it's been for the last 6 months. I dropped out of university in January, and I just worked part-time at a hockey store just in the city, make some extra coin. But yeah,
Nice.
everything's going, exactly according to plan. So
Well,
we're
that's cool, man. I've been seeing you guys got 45 episodes now of
Yeah.
the pod.
46
And
tomorrow, man.
that's huge. And you got a UFC fighter. I mean, you just had Tommy Gant on, and
Mhm.
now you got your boy Torres.
Yeah,
Pinif?
dude.
Yeah,
Torres Finney, dude. We interviewed him
Finney.
today. It was good. He's actually a really good conversation. If anyone was want to watch it, it's a great episode.
Definitely
Yeah,
check
we'll
him out.
link that. Yeah,
Thank
in the
you, boys.
description, we'll link that for you.
Thank you.
100%.
You still play
So-
hockey or?
Not so much anymore. Just beer league in the winters.
Nice.
I honestly don't know if I will continue with that for maybe the foreseeable future. I'm just so busy, bro. Honestly,
Yeah, it's a time commitment.
yeah, every single day is just packed to the brim, and I like to train MMA now, so I've been going pretty hard with that. Yeah, it's a little bit harder on the body too, so makes hockey a little bit hard to manage, kind of.
Yeah, that's
Keeping
fair.
on that hockey vein, though, if we take it back a bit for a second, I want to talk about your true athletic peak. Tell us a little bit about leading the points on the Miles Mack Buckeyes back in high school.
Boy, did the
man.
research. Oh my. All right. Well, yeah, dude. I mean, if you guys can see that jersey right there, that's what it is. And I guess the
Nice.
shirt. I helped coach out in the winter a little bit too, so I'm still kind of somewhat involved. But yeah, dude, hockey was the first love. I've been playing since I was 8 years old. Dad was a big hockey guy, just got me into it. And then, yeah, I guess I got okay at it as I got older. Ended up coming, pretty good junior player, but didn't really go anywhere.
Forward?
Yeah, forward, centerman, winger. I was winger in junior, but center in high school. Yeah, bro,
Nice,
just
man.
didn't end up going to university or anything. All the schools that were asking me to come play in the States were $50,000 a year, so just not ideal for the family to be forking out that kind of cash. So we moved on, and now we're into the MMA world. So
Right on.
yeah, dude,
Yeah, I grew up playing hockey too, so it's kind of cool.
it's only
You a
right as a
Jets
Canadian
fan,
boy.
too?
No, dude, no. I guess you guys can't really see it, but I have a massive Leafs flag back there. Unfortunately, I know that's
Shit.
yeah, it's a shame. It's a true
You
shame.
just got the first round draft pick. How do you feel about
Yeah, you
that?
stole it from us, man.
I know. It's pretty cool. I will be honest, the last year or so, I haven't followed as closely. I'll keep up. I follow them on Instagram and stuff, but once I move, I want to go definitely to check some games out. But Yeah, I mean, that's pretty sick that the boys got the first round pick. It's definitely rigged, but I'll take it.
Yeah, we got shafted there. Canucks got absolutely destroyed.
What are the Canucks picking? Fifth?
Third.
Third, okay, yeah. That is outrageous. I mean,
So McKenna and Stenberg are out for us.
you got that Keaton Verhoff, that defenseman. He's a pretty big stud, you know.
Yeah.
But
Malhotra.
yeah, I don't know. There's still some
Oregon.
good options to pick through. Still, I'd say anything
You
else.
get it?
Sorry, anything outside of the top 5 is when it starts getting brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
big
get into
time.
any fights when you were playing, or did you save that till when you started training MMA?
Honestly, dude, I was like a rat. I was a Brad Marchand type player, like skilled. I would get in the shit, but I never fought. I had bigger guys on my team to do that for me. I was I was the points guy, so I had guys protecting me. Luckily, yeah. I never really was fighting until I guess I got into it once hockey was done.
When did you start training MMA, and which disciplines are you going after right now?
Yeah, so I started in 2024. It's going to be about 2 years now, boys. I think, June 2024. Just first class ever was jiu-jitsu class. Just went in there, had no idea what we were doing. Me and Quinn, my best buddy that I mentioned, he didn't stick with it. He's more of just like the fan, just likes watching. But when I get into something, I get very like immersed and just like obsessed with it. So I just stuck with it. And then, eventually started kickboxing. Definitely a better striker than I am a grappler.
Nice. That first day in jiu-jitsu, did you get tapped by everyone in the gym?
Oh, man. Well, actually, the first roll I did was with my buddy who I went with.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
because we were watching, we were watching MMA for about a year at that point. We're trying to do stuff. Like I remember I had him in a triangle with an arm bar, but I didn't finish it. He had me in a guillotine, but we just had no idea what we were doing. And then I went rolled with the guys who were there, and like 4 times in 6 minutes, just getting tapped. I'm lucky because I'm a little bit, not to toot my own horn, but like I'm a little bit built for my size and like I'm strong, so I was able to get out of tough positions, but for the most part, dude, just getting ragdolled. I still do get ragdolled.
That's how it happens, man. I trained for like only 3 months in between baseball seasons.
Yeah.
And the first class just tapped by everybody, and you're using all of your strength to try and defend,
Yeah.
and there's just nothing you can do about it, and you just get humbled violently.
Yeah, it makes you
And it's
realize how
like-
vulnerable you are.
Yeah, exactly, dude. You gain so much respect for not only like the martial art, but now watching the fights.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know a lot of people just get like kind of bored sometimes when it goes to the ground,
Yeah.
depending on how deep you are into this. But training just even a little bit just grows so much respect for when you watch and you're actually a fan afterwards, right?
Totally, bro. Yeah, and I the biggest thing I've gained respect for is like not so much on the grappling aspect, but in like the actual fight itself, like sparring. Even you get hit with those small gloves once, and it rocks you a little bit. You're like, oh shit, like I don't really want to engage in this anymore, right? Like it's a mental battle, and ever since I started training and noticing that, it's like, damn, these guys get cracked and they're still in this fight, like no quit. That's the most impressive thing that I've seen, that I've noticed.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Crazy.
Like, I guess in like, say like a main event or any UFC like event, they'll have that adrenaline dump. Do you get that when you're sparring too?
Honestly, no, not so much. I don't notice it anyways. Like I'm pretty relaxed in there. I like to toke up a little bit before I go in. So like I'm pretty relaxed in there. But
Yeah.
I
It's
would,
interesting to see, like, if you get rocked and when you have that adrenaline dump, maybe that's what keeps them going.
Yeah, I would say like, dude, when I'm sparring with a buddy and he hits me pretty hard, I kind of just want to shut down after that. It's like, whoa, I'm not really, because also, dude, I played hockey, brain injuries was a thing. I try to avoid all that, so we try to keep it light, but I like going hard to the body though. That's the fun part in sparring.
Just ripping liver shots.
You got to, dude. You got to build that tolerance somehow.
Yeah. Sick.
That's crazy, dude. Okay, so you're training MMA, you're building this social media presence, and now, do I hear it correctly that you got a merch drop coming up here?
Dude, we do. I'm gonna grab a shirt real quick. I'm gonna promote this. Sorry, boys. Give me
Do
a
it.
second here. But, yeah, we got a merch drop next Friday, so a week from tomorrow.
Oh shit!
Dropping our first ever set of shirts. Show you boys these. This is the front. Got the Frozen Fists logo on the top. Canada's #1 MMA page. And then we got the logo on the back. This is my pride.
That's sick.
Thank you, bro. This is my pride and joy right here. I worked.
That's dope.
I put in a lot of time on these, so I'm really
And
excited
they're
about.
like
They're-
heavyweight.
They're heavyweight shirts, double stitched. Like, I did not cheap out on these. I wanted to put out a good product. That was also one thing I wanted to get into when I was younger is merch, clothing. I'm a big clothing guy. Like, just creating, So that was something I always wanted to do, and it's coming to fruition next week. Thank you for bringing that up.
That looks
Definitely,
dope, man. Yeah. The back graphics I think they're dope.
I appreciate
The full
it, bro.
back, yeah.
Thank you.
Talk to us a little bit about the vision here, man. Where is Frozen Fist going in the next kind of like 5 years? Are you going to get a MMA or a UFC media pass, or where's this going?
You know that for sure. Yeah. Well, I'll show you what I got written on my whiteboard right here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but Frozen Fist, 10K, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. So that's coming soon. Every social media. Yeah. I'm definitely going to be going for, like, I got huge visions with this, boys. Full Violence. If you guys know Full Violence, that was a big inspiration behind my page and why we created it. I want to get to that level, and I know we will, because it's been under a year, and look how far we've already got. We're about to hit 1,000 on YouTube. Things are just going well, man. So I have no doubts in my head. But yeah, I definitely want to get UFC media pass, collabs with merch with fighters. Don't want to go the exact Full Violence route and copy everything they're doing, but I kind of like the blueprint that they got.
Hell yeah,
Nice.
man.
Mhm.
That's inspiring to hear.
Thank you.
Definitely can see you doing that. Have you applied for the UFC Access Pass already?
I did. I applied for one for UFC Winnipeg. Unfortunately, we're fresh. I mean, I don't know if it would have went through even if we didn't get banned or suspended on Instagram, but we were fresh off getting suspended on Instagram. So followers were low. I don't know if that played a role, but we made the most of it, man. I got a lot of good content out of UFC Winnipeg either way. I went for dinner with Eamon Zahabi.
Nice.
I'm actually going to Montreal after the White House card to go train at TriStar and go hang out with them again. So
Nice.
yeah, dude,
That's dope.
it's pretty crazy to put into perspective and say out loud, but yeah.
That's lit,
Nice.
man.
Yes, dude.
That's super cool. Cool, man. Well, we have something that we want to do live with you here on the pod if you're up for it.
Let's do it
We want to
up.
make we want you to make a tier list live. So we built a little app here, and the whole idea is you're going to create an aura tier list of UFC fighters. So we're going to throw some random fighters at you, and then you place them where you think they deserve to be in terms of aura. How does that sound?
Sounds perfect.
Okay, cool. So you can see this here.
I sure can. Yeah.
All right, man. So first fighter up on the list, we got your boy Bilal Muhammad.
Dude. Well, shout out to Bilal. He's got a big fight coming up this weekend. 2-fight skid right now, so this is a big one for him, but he's probably got to have some of the lowest aura in the UFC, in all honesty. I might have, I'm not going to put him in F, but I think I'm going to have to put him in D max.
All right, let's lock it in.
Yeah.
All right, good call. All right, next up we got Angela Hill.
Oh my gosh. Well, you guys don't even know the lore, but me and the boys got some funny inside jokes about Angela Hill. One of the early pods, I was like, man, I'm a fan of Angela Hill, and then she got like dominated. And ever since then, they've just been trolling me about it. You know what? She makes some funny videos online. You can put Angela Hill in the C.
Okay, next.
And after her last fight too, I think
Yeah,
she got a
dominant
little bit of-
performance.
yeah.
100%. I've seen some of those rap videos she's made.
Oh yeah,
Those are hilarious.
I
man.
saw that for the first time today. I like her, but that was a tough one. That was a tough thing to watch, dude.
All right, next up we got Peyton Talbot.
Oh man, you guys might give me some flack about this. I'm a Peyton Talbot fan. I might go A. You want to talk about aura? This guy's got aura. I'm a Peyton Talbot guy.
We got some guys in the Discord that are big Peyton fans, so I think they'll rock with you on that.
I think
Yeah, I'm a big fan too. Yeah.
let's go. Yeah, I think he's got some, questionable hobbies. Like, I'm not a fan of
Pole
the
dancing.
Yeah,
and-
pole dancing. I'm not a fan of the painted nails and stuff, but like, he's a cool dude. I don't know if you guys ever watch his YouTube videos, but he's got some cool shit on there.
Yeah, his edits are nuts.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's cool to see him like the both sides of the personality, right? You got fighter Peyton, who's pretty fucking good, boys. Like, that's a big win over a pretty good fighter. His last fight. We'll see what's next.
Oh yeah, love it. All right, next up we got Peter Yan.
Man, You know what? I'm having trouble with this one because I'm a big Sean O'Malley guy. Okay, so I like Peter Yan.
Amen.
Yeah. I think Peter Yan's a great fighter. I like his style, but I'm a big Sean O'Malley guy, and I think Sean O'Malley wins that fight if it happens again. But you got to respect the bantamweight. Put Peter Yan in B. Peter Yan in B for now.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah,
We're going
that's fair.
aura here, right? Like
Yes.
we got to figure out, like when he walks out to the fans, like who's hyping you up, who's bringing that crowd presence. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, next up, we got your boy Money Moicano.
Ooh, man, that's another tough one. I would say Moicano has quite a bit of aura, boys. Like, he's got a pretty funny pod. He's got a pretty big fan base. He's coming off a nice win himself. I think you could put Renato Moicano in. I think he could go A. I think you could. That might be high, but
I agree with that. Yeah, he's got that vibe to him, and like he's hilarious too. So
he is. Yeah, he's got clout, man. He's got a pretty big following.
People are waiting for that post-fight interview every single time.
Exactly.
All right, next up, Conor McGregor.
This is the easiest S ever. Easiest S ever. Lock it in. I'm a huge Conor McGregor guy. I don't want to rant about this guy too much, but Conor McGregor is the biggest star the sport has and probably will ever see. I don't think there will ever be a guy like Conor McGregor.
You think he wins his next fight?
I don't think he wins his next fight, but
Okay.
but
yeah, fair.
Hey, he's got undeniable. He could win or he could lose 10 in a row and he'll still have the most aura of all time.
Yeah, I think that's fair. This was an easy layup for you.
Yeah.
What about Chase
Oh,
Hooper?
man. Yeah, I'm a Chase Hooper guy. I like Chase Hooper, but it's been looking, not so good lately. I mean, you guys were at the card last, right? Seattle? You saw him get sparked out, so I don't know. You want to talk about aura? I don't think Chase. I like him as his personality, but I don't think he has too much aura. You might have to go C tier here.
When he was Ben Askren's son, I think he was like on the incline in terms of aura,
Yeah.
like he was climbing that, and then he just
Totally.
have had a couple of those losses that have pegged him down a little bit.
Totally, and we're actually interviewing his next opponent, Mitch
No way.
Ramirez. We're interviewing him next week, so.
Let's go.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big opportunity for both guys. Both guys 2-fight skids, so we'll see who gets it done.
You put him in C tier, is that what you said?
I think I'm gonna put him in C tier. Yeah,
Yeah, fair. All right, man. Next up, Tom Aspinall.
man, Tom Aspinall got way too much hate. He still does get way too much hate, honestly. Oh, I think you want to talk about Tom Aspinall in the after he beat Curtis Blades, defended that interim title, and he's waiting for John Jones. That Tom Aspinall, that might be S tier. But because of just the events that have unfolded in the last little while here, I'm gonna put him in A, I think.
Fair. This one is a tough one, right? Just because the internet is just so divided, and he's getting so much unnecessary hate for the eye poke shit.
Yeah.
And it's rough, man. I mean, all the stuff that's going on now with boxing and UFC and rumors and all this shit, it's just kind of taints what he was building to,
I think there's a possibility Tom Aspinall might never fight in the UFC again. And that's a scary kind of outcome to think about. I think there's a real possibility of him going to boxing, unfortunately.
That's tough, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep it moving here. We got Josh Hokett.
And dude, this is a tough one because he's kind of got, like, unfortunately, he's kind of got aura, shit. Which Josh Hokett are we talking? Don Vato? Or are we talking Shy Josh? Which one are we talking? You know what? I'm gonna go Josh Hokett in B. But if he keeps
He's
doing,
ascending right now, though.
that's what I'm saying, dude. If he continues on this trajectory, he might be he could be a pretty big star.
He could be huge.
Yeah, he's corny as fuck, but he fights like a beast. So
He is a funny dude. I will say that.
Yeah, our boy Shawnee Mack at Full Send MMA just interviewed Hokett. He just posted it, dropped today.
Oh, geez.
And he was out of character. So I texted Sean. I'm like, hey, Hokett seems like a pretty good dude. He's like, yeah.
That's funny.
It's an act, right? I mean, it's a WWE's bringing in hype to the press conference. It adds vibes.
He does a great job at it. And like that UFC White House press conference, he made that big. So
100%, dude.
he's doing his job.
Chama on your mama. Okay, next up we got Habib Nurmagomedov.
Not a Habib fan. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a fan of the. I like strikers, boys. I like the art of striking. I like kickboxing. I like Muay Thai. I like boxing. I'm not a huge fan of the grappling. I think there can be fun grapplers, but I don't think a lot of these Dagestanis are not fun grapplers in my opinion. And I don't know, you want to talk about aura. I don't think Khabib has the most aura. You know, inside of the octagon, he's got aura. Shit. But outside of the octagon, I don't think he does. You know what? I'm gonna pay him some respects here. You can put him in S tier, high A tier or S tier maybe.
Dude, McGregor and Khabib.
I was
I don't
thinking
know if I can put them next together. They
yeah.
might start fighting, bro.
No, seriously. But dude, I was just thinking like outside of this octagon, Habib, you know, he's not I guess he is pulling a pretty big fan base, you know, the Europeans and whatnot, but definitely inside of the octagon, that's some of the scariest aura maybe out there.
Fair. All right, next up, you know him.
Chan Sung Jung.
You love him.
Zombie.
Yeah, zombie. Let's go.
I'm not a huge Korean zombie guy, to be honest. I didn't watch much of him. The only real fight because I've only been in the MMA last about 2 years, boys. So
Okay.
Korean zombie, the only real fight, or 3 years, sorry. Only real fight I've seen from him is him getting starched out by Max Holloway. But
Yeah.
I know that he's a pretty legendary 145er. I never knew his real name, so
Right. So you saw this and you're like, who is this
I'm
guy?
like, who the fuck is
the
this
Korean
guy?
zombie?
But
Yeah.
I knew the headshot was ringing some bells. I just couldn't put 2 and 2 together. But yeah,
Fair.
Korean zombie. I honestly don't know much about him other than his walkout song. He's got a great walkout song, and he was able.
This is your tier list, man. You can gut check this all you want. You can throw him wherever you want.
He does have a great walkout song, and every time I've seen those walkouts, he's got the whole crowd singing, and that's aura. So you could put the Korean zombie in B because I know he's got a pretty legendary legacy.
But yeah. All right.
And
Now here's a really fun one for you. How about Ian Gary, bro?
this might have to have our first F here. Zero aura. Zero aura. I've never seen a fan base collectively hate someone so much, So I think it's an easy F, honestly. I don't know. You guys can throw in some objections here. I'm not
Yeah. No, that's fair.
No, that's fair,
I
man.
think F is
It's so tough, bro.
he's
tough.
a great fighter. He's a great fighter. I'll give him his flowers, but in terms of aura,
I don't know many people that like him.
exactly, dude. I could probably name on on one hand.
It's rough to say you like him because then you're gonna get roasted.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the thing. So I think collectively it's got to be an F tier, which is it's just rough.
It is. It is.
It's just rough, bro. All right,
Ooh.
Doug Rose.
Dang, Rose.
Have you seen much of her fights?
Yes, I have. I will say Rose. I think she won against Natalia Silva. I think she won that fight in January there. I think she kind of got robbed, and she's about to come back and fight after getting surgery on her eye. So that's tough. Nice. One of the most iconic knockouts over Zhang Weili.
Yeah.
For WMMA, I'd say Rose does have aura. I'm gonna put her in B tier, high B.
Yeah, that's fair. Whenever I see her, I just hear DC screaming Doug Rose. It just plays in my mind every single time.
Doug Rose.
Doug Rose. Okay, this is one I made sure was going to be in here.
Dude,
do you know Cub Swanson very well? Go ahead.
Dude, I do. Cub's got aura. Cub's got aura. He's knocking dudes out at like 42 years old. No, this dude's a beast. Yeah, you could put Cub in A, man. I'm a Cub fan. He's a gangster. And he's running a gym now in Cali, so shout out to Cub, passing it down to the youth.
Fuck yeah, dude. His retirement fight, to be able to get that.
Oh, I guess you guys saw that live, or did you?
Yeah. Well, no, I was in a bar for that.
Oh, okay.
That wasn't at Seattle, was it?
No, that was more recent.
No.
I'm tweaking. You guys saw someone retire though. You saw Michael Chiesa retire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was. I was mixing it up.
No, you almost had it. Yeah, no, Cub Swanson got to do what most fighters never get to do, and that's get a win in the way he did it and right off into the sunset.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's so rare. And for like his career and just the type of guy he is and the moments he's had, I'm like, I think A is so fair.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, leave on your own terms. That's the goal as
Yeah.
an MMA fighter.
100%. All right. Your
S.
boy Ilya. S
S.
tier, lock it.
Dude, you guys could call me a glazer. You call me this and that. Ilia Topuria is going to be the GOAT. Ilia Topuria will go down as the GOAT. Ilia Topuria is going to starch Islam Makhachev when he moves up. Ilia Topuria.
What about Justin Gaethje, bro? He's still
Dude.
got to fight Gaethje.
Come on, bro. Come on. We know how that's going. I don't think there's a single chance. I mean, it's a fight. It's a fight. Justin Gaethje's a hard hitter, but just based on history, what we've seen from Ilya survived a head kick from Jai Herbert. That's when he was a 45 or 2. He was fighting. He was not built for 55 yet. He was undersized and ate a head kick from Jai Herbert. He ate an elbow from Charles in his last fight. He survived against Max Holloway at 55, which Justin Gaethje couldn't do. I mean, Ilya ended that before Max, really had any chance to kind of put him away. But I think Ilia Topuria, if he eats, I think he'll be able to eat whatever Justin throws at him. I think he's prepared to, kind of train against that. I don't know if you guys watch his vlogs at all, but he is very dialed in his pre-fight, his fight camp. He's watching tape. He's using these sensors to work on his reaction speed. And dude, he's got
dialed in.
Every single area of this guy is dialed in. It's an easy ask for me. Ilya's going to go down as the GOAT. He's going to starch out Gaethje. He's going to starch out Islam Makhachev. If him and Arman fight, he's going to starch out Arman. And he's going to probably retire after he beats Islam. Just exactly. You retire on your own terms. He's probably going to do that. The GOAT.
I think he's got villain aura because the way he talks about people, right? He's like, if you show up Saturday, I'll take care of the rest. Like he just assumes that it's already over before it's happened, and he just kind of prescribes these things, right?
It's insane, man, and that's why I'm such a big fan of him. I'm a big fan of speaking things into existence, and in terms of mindset, that dude has a sharp mindset that you can't beat. So easy S tier.
Right. S tier locked in. Alex Pereira, Chama.
Yeah, Shama no Shama. Give me S tier again. This guy could maybe be at maybe be at the top of S tier. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone command like a fan base like this dude has, except Conor. Like in terms of stars all time, you could almost put Alex Pereira right behind Conor.
Hell yeah,
he is a star.
That.
I know like just friends or like girls that I know who don't even watch UFC. If you say Shama around them, they'll go Shama. Like they all know that. You know what I mean? He's just that. He is that guy.
He's that guy. Yeah, we got to watch him knock out Sean Strickland in the Izzy Cannonier fight in Vegas. What was that, 2017? Like, it was way back.
No, not that far away.
2020.
2022, maybe?
2?
Yeah.
It feels so long ago, but it probably was only that long. But yeah, knocks out Sean Strickland. And, bro, it was such a sight to see, dude.
Dude, that's insane.
Yeah. Besides the Vancouver card, I think that was our first Vegas in-person card we'd ever been to, and it's just different. It hits different in Vegas, bro.
I bet, man. I bet that's definitely a goal of mine. Get out to Vegas for a fight.
Hell yeah, man. You'll get there.
Make it happen, man.
All right, your boy Joshua Van.
Oh, boys, I can't. Again with the hate. I don't like the hate that this guy received. I guess because the fan base turned once again. You're only as good as your last fight. That's what everyone says. But I've always liked Josh Van. I actually did pick Tetsuro Taira to beat him, but I'm a fan of Joshua Van. I think you could put Joshua Van in the A tier. He's got quite a bit of aura. I don't know. Like this might be some recency bias, but I think he could take down Pantoja in that rematch. I was very impressed with him after 328. That was 328, right? Yeah. I was very impressed.
I'm cautious about it just because Pantoja is so dominant. And, that fight with Tashura and Van, like Van really surprised me and he really showed up and, to go that many rounds and how everything played out. It was like, okay. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's going to give Pantoja a run for his money for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's a really close fight.
I agree.
And I don't know what happens, but in terms of aura, I think you got it spark on, man.
Yeah.
Like, dude, even the embeddeds leading up to that card and just how they were training and how he's chill with all his boys and stuff. It just seems like a good dude, man.
Yeah.
Like,
so
that's why I like
to chill, yeah.
Chill dude, he's very in tune with his faith. Walks out the fucking Chief Keef, like, come on.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah.
All right, A tier, lock it. All right, next up, We got Amanda Nunes, the GOAT.
Oh man, I'm almost. I mean, it's either very high A or S tier. Honestly, like this is the boogie woman. You know,
Yeah.
no one wants to fucking fight Amanda Nunes, man.
No.
Like, except Kayla Harrison. If Kayla Harrison
Right.
takes her out, Kayla Harrison could be potentially in that GOAT talk. But yeah, WMMA GOAT, 100% Amanda Nunes. I mean, easily the top of A, but I almost want to put her in S tier. I almost want to. I don't know if you can talk about her like with the names of those guys in S tier though. So I might have to stick her in A.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yep.
We got to see her live in Vancouver.
Yeah.
That
Dang,
was a
what you
great
guys
card, man.
got to see a great card. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's
Dude,
amazing.
we've been fortunate, bro. Like even the Seattle card this year, it on the app, it's rated card of the year so far. The Izzy
Dude,
versus Piper
that
fight.
card was insane.
It's rated top. Yeah.
That card was
Yeah.
insane. I mean,
So many knockouts, bro.
so many knockouts. I mean, you get to see a legend in Izzy. I'm a big
Yeah.
Izzy guy. Unfortunately, that's a bad loss to see, but
It's tough.
what a card, man. That was a fucking great card.
All right. We got Derek Lewis, the Black Beast, in the
Dude.
house here.
He's got aura, man. He does have aura.
His balls were hot, bro.
His balls are hot. He's taking it.
I understand.
He's mooning the crowd. He's doing this and that. Fucking Donald Trump's favorite fighter. I'm not a fan of that guy, but hey, respect.
Hey, man.
Respect
Yeah.
the D-Lou.
Volkov interview.
Yeah.
Fucking Putin and shit. Like,
He just says the most outrageous things, and it's all exactly. You want to wait for a post-fight speech, like we're talking about Mike Hano earlier. This is a guy you
Yeah.
want to see on the mic after. You almost just don't even want to see the fight. He's got great knockouts too, so he's got aura inside that cage. But you just want to skip to that post-fight speech because you know he's about to say some bullshit.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh man, I think you got to go A tier. A tier. We're gonna stack up this A division.
It's getting hefty up there. Getting top heavy. All right. We got a few more for you here. Now we got your boy Yuri Prohaska.
Dude, am I gonna put it? I gotta put another guy in A, I guess. Yuri's got aura, man. I mean, he lost a little bit after his last fight. I won't lie, because just a lapse of fight IQ. But
Yeah.
this guy lives by that shield, dies by that sword, or whatever that saying is. Lives by the
Yeah.
sword, dies by the sword. He's a
Yeah.
fucking beast.
Doesn't have a training camp.
No training camp. He just in the woods alone, punching
Yeah.
trees, kicking trees, kicking wood posts. Just had a baby too. Dude
Yeah.
came to fight instead of like potentially miss his first child's birth. I don't know if that's aura. That gives more deadbeat vibes, but like I don't know, dude. We gotta go A for Yuri. We gotta go A. He's a character.
What do you think about that, Ben?
I mean, when you look at this list, I don't think he's quite S tier aura wise.
Are you a big Yuri guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that your
big
favorite guy?
time. I'd say so, yeah.
That's
After that last fight, I kind of was like a little disappointed and depressed for like 2 weeks. So,
yeah, I know what you mean.
but
man.
I think he's gonna come back strong. So
I think so
yeah.
too. He seems to bounce back from losses pretty well, so I'm not too worried about that. I am a Yuri guy, and I do want to see him get back in that title contention, but I think he should take some time and spend some time with family for a bit.
Yeah.
that's fair.
I mean, it's a fair rating.
Yeah,
I just called it out because, yeah, that's Ben's number one favorite fighter
yeah.
outside of maybe like Dustin Poirier or someone. But yeah. All right. What about Sugar Sean O'Malley?
S tier boys. I mean,
Let's go.
he gets unnecessary hate, man. This is my goat. And the craziest thing is now that I have like a friendship with Ayman Zahabi, it's like my parents are fighting, bro. You know, it's like it's like I'm the kid in a divorced household. But yeah, I don't know.
That one's rough.
Dude, it's a scary one. I'm not gonna lie, because like I want to see Sugar win, but I also want to see my friend win. So
Yeah.
but
I don't
Sean-
like that fight, man. I hate that fight so much because I'm a big Sugar fan and I want the Canadian to win. So
Mhm.
it's like, but I want Sean to win. So it's like, fuck.
Yeah,
Like, what do I do here
it's-
with this? What do I do with this?
It's conflicting, bro. And honestly, I really wish we would have seen that Sugar versus Corey matchup too on the White House
Yeah.
lawn. That would have been.
Yeah.
I think the UFC missed the target with that one. I think that was a layup for them, and they missed. But Sean O'Malley is my guy. I got like 3 different pieces of Sean O'Malley merch. The first event I ever watched, Sean O'Malley versus Aljamain Sterling. So Sean O'Malley's my guy. This is a lot of people at my gym say that I fight like him, I spar like him. So I take great pride in that. Sean O'Malley is my guy. I'm a huge fan. Easy S tier for me.
Yeah, that's Luke's top pick there too.
Yeah. Why? Well, let me ask you this: why? Because I know you guys have been watching UFC for quite a long time. Why is Sean O'Malley your guy? Because he came into UFC, he was getting a lot of hate, bro. So
yeah, no, I always rocked with him ever since the Dana White Contender Series. Snoop Dogg, O'Malley, O'Malley. Like, I just been riding from that, and then just all the knockouts and the hype and the build up, and like him breaking his leg and Joe like interviewing on the canvas.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
I
just
fucking love you,
all
Joe
his
Rogan.
arc. Yeah, just like getting injured, coming back. Yeah, I fucking love you, Joe Rogan. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then, he always bounced back and, just had those big moments, right? And as a fight fan, you that's what you're here for. You want those big knockout moments, someone that says what they're going to do and then they do it, and they do it in like a spectacular fashion.
Yeah.
That like keeps you on the edge of your seat. When he walks out, I'm standing up, right? Like, I'm nervous. Like, I don't know what the fuck's about to happen.
Yeah.
And there's few fighters I feel like that can do that for you. I get that in boxing when Tyson Fury comes out to box, when he was fighting Deontay Wilder, and they have that big moment, and there's like knockdowns that happen, and then it kind of goes both ways. And when you stand up off the couch to like scream at the TV or do something, Sean's done that. Like, there's been multiple times where Sean has made me stand up and like scream at the top of my lungs, being like, holy shit, what the fuck? Right.
Yep.
And so that's why he's become my favorite fighter. I've been watching way before. I've been watching since the Spike TV days with like Ultimate Fighter, Forrest Griffin, Stephen Bonner, the finale fight when things started to pop off. And just over the years, Sean comes up. He's a similar age to me. He's friends with the Nelk boys and all them. And, I love the scene that he's been a part of and fuck with his style. So
yeah, that's awesome,
why he's
dude.
my favorite.
Yeah. I love watching this dude. I can't wait to watch him. But yeah, it is unfortunate it's against the Canadian.
Yeah.
But
it's a rough one, bro, for us.
I think he did win that fight against Song Yadong. I'm curious to know what you think about that, because it was very close.
Yeah. It was super close. I think he won. But I'm biased, so I'm not the right person to ask. But
fair enough.
It was close. It was very close.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, we got one more for you, dude, and then we're gonna wrap up the tier list.
Okay, sweet.
And it is Khamzat Chimaev to end it off.
Dang, dude, he lost a lot of aura after last event.
What do you think about that, by the way? Did you feel duped?
No, dude. I think listen, I mean, I don't think he should be fighting at 185 either way, but like, you got to cut all that weight. I don't think it was a dupe, because I think there was genuine beef there. I just think that once those guys hop in the octagon, like, I feel like that they just are exhausted, that, it's after the weight cut and stuff. They're just like, they just want to get this fight over with. I feel like there's just like this moment of respect when they hop in the octagon and everything kind of goes away. We obviously didn't see that with Khabib and Conor, but I think there was genuine beef there, and I think Khamzat should not be fighting at 185. So I think, all in all, aura-wise, I think he did lose a lot, but I'm going to put Khamzat in A. I think if he would have beat Sean Strickland, I think that he would still be an S tier for me. But I think you definitely do lose a bit of aura after, like, you see all this beef and then it kind of just dissipates in the octagon. But I also understand it too. So I guess I'm on both sides of the spectrum here.
Oh, that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Ben and I both felt that we got a little bit bamboozled with that.
You think so?
Beef.
You think that they were faking that?
I think so. Yeah. I feel like they sold the fight a little bit, and because they were previous training partners and there wasn't even a real reason why they were beefing. They said like, oh, I told you to meet me at this location. I told you to meet me over here. We're going to fight over here. There wasn't anything more than that. And in kind of like after the fact, looking back on it, I was like, yeah, what was the reason why they were beefing? And hey, I'm all for selling a fight, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
love that. Like, get into the press conference, create a beef, create some, emotion that sells stuff.
Yeah.
But to see them like so quickly after, and even like touch gloves
Yeah.
at like, don't touch gloves. If you've got the beef, you gotta fucking not touch gloves. Like, it's gotta be a fight until you start fighting. And then when it's done, grab a beer, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But the fact that they even touch gloves there was like, I know it's a sign of respect, and like, hey, I'm all about showing respect. It's a sport that should be the cornerstone of all of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But when you're beefing like that and you're selling the fight like this and you're gonna shoot this guy and all this stuff, and then you touch gloves, I felt a little bit duped, honestly.
I hear you, dude. I hear you. The reason I don't think it was is because they were like Strickland was tweeting things at him for like the past couple of years, so obviously, they did that training together in whatever it was, 2022, but since I've been watching, I feel like as long as what I've known, that Strickland has just been like throwing shots at Hamzat. So that's kind of why I do think it's real, but I don't blame you guys for thinking that. And I do agree, if you're going to build up a fight like that, like keep that act going until after the fight. Like if you're in the octagon, you're facing off, like don't touch gloves, don't be doing all that. I agree with that point for sure.
It's just a small thing, but yeah,
It's entertaining. It's
Yeah.
entertaining, and we're talking about it. So it's like,
True.
at the end of the day, they won.
They did their job. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. Well, bro, thank you so much for hopping on the pod and building a tier list with us. We should definitely do this again sometime. I think this was good vibes here, and I'd love to have you on again sometime in the future.
Let me know, boys. Let's do it up. Yeah, this was fun. I like I said, I appreciate you guys for having me on. It's the first time I've ever done this, so sorry if I was yapping a bit, but I appreciate you
Oh,
guys
you're
for
good,
having
man.
me, boys. I
Yeah.
had a lot of fun.
Anything
Oh,
you
yeah,
want to
anything-
plug, or Instagram is Frozen Fists? Or...
Yeah, so Instagram is Frozen Fists MMA. Still working on getting our main page back. I don't know if that's going to happen, but Frozen Fists MMA on Instagram, Frozen Fists MMA on YouTube, Frozen Fists MMA on Spotify. Twitter and TikTok is just Frozen Fists. But yeah, we're about to hit 1,000 on YouTube. So if anyone's watching this, could go sub up. Would be greatly appreciated. Love on Instagram is always appreciated too. And we're dropping shirts, like I said, next week. So I'm looking very forward to that. I'm very excited to do that. It's been a goal of mine for a long time. So I thank you guys for giving me the platform to talk about it.
All right, guys, as always, we will end the pod with a game of blackjack. Ben, I'll see you at the tables, man. I have to do main table because my credits are pretty low right now. I only got 9K. So I'm going to be doing a $1,000 hand here.
Gotta get those coins up, dude.
I know. I've been trying to grind the tables. I got my badge maxed pretty much, but need some lady luck here. Oh, nice. A 6 is good. Oh my God. What is this hand, bro? Okay, table stay, dude. Dealer bus card. No way, bro.
Holy shit, dude.
Fuck. All right, that sucks ass. Okay, we should put a parlay for this next card. I'm going to go Kute Laba. You see a name you like, just let me know.
I like Andre Feely at the top.
And then the last one, Magomedov, just because that name sounds terrifying. I'm going to throw 5K on it. Big bet here. All right, there we go. Wow. All right. Parlay's locked in. As always, Ben, leave him with your outro.
Yeah, guys, you know what to do. Trust your picks, trust your reads, trust your gut. Lock your reads, lock your picks, lock your gut. Apply those boosts, and we'll see you at the casino tables. And we'll see you next week for a recap and a next preview of the next card.
But yeah.
Peace.
Peace.